Hello, everybody. It's me again. I have been asleep. That's why I look like this. This is what I look like when I wake up out of my sleep. To go to write something that I just saw or heard. But this is for my friend Teddy Edward. He said, I still want to see a picture of you. I said, well, okay, I'll do better than that. I want to thank everybody for being so nice and helping me in my time of need. I talked to my mom. She's doing much better, in my opinion, because she wants to come home. However, getting her here, getting her there, I should say, it's going to be a process that I'm sure she's not ready for. But she's going to have to obey our orders. To lighten up the subjects, I want to talk about long distance relationships. Is anybody out there having one? What is the likelihood and the success rate of a long distance relationship? To all the people that I have that I prayed for, I hope and I pray again that everything is well. You know, things don't go well all the time, but we just have to be vigilant and keep punching until we punch it out. So, as I was about to say, to everybody who has lost someone in the last year, and it seemed to me that there were quite a few losses of loved ones and people that we hold dear to our hearts. I'm so sorry. I'm not going to ever say they're in a better place because if we had our way, I know if I had my way, I would never lose anybody. I would go against the will of God, and that's not what we're here to do. So, another subject I want to bring up is the subject of internet stalking. That is something that it happened to me. A little man from another country showed me his package, and I was like, "What in the hell are you doing?" That is the weirdest thing that happened to me in 2017. But I was in shock for about 2 to 3 weeks, almost a month. Let me see, it happened in yeah, the latter part of November to early December. And I was like, oh my God. Why would anybody want to do some stuff like that? That's what I asked myself. But I also was aware of the fact that people are strange. hmm Very strange in their day-to-day lives. They're strange. Um, excuse my voice because I have been shouting the new year in, and I was singing what little singing that I can still do. And I want to say thank you, Antioch, for accepting me. And yes, I will be back. I will be back. Um, I should say, because I was a part of the group. I was in the congregation. It was a blessing to be there. It really was. And I felt so good. I usually don't testify, but I had to get up and say something. So thank you, Antioch Baptist Church, for accepting me in your congregation. I saw several of my classmates, and we sat down and caught up and laughed and you know held each other dear. So that's one thing. And it is cold here, y'all. It is. Whew, it was what 20 something yesterday. It was past freezing, I think. My plants told me, yeah, you left us out here and we got hit because I didn't cover them up. But they got to learn how to survive, just like I'm having to learn how to survive in the cold. I don't necessarily want them to die, but I know that if the root system stays alive, they stay alive. And so, yeah, God is taking care of everything. Everything is going on as God wants it to. So, tell me something, y'all. Tell me something. Why are people so selfish and nasty as the year ends? And then they try to change overnight like they aren't nasty. Is it just me? Is it just me noticing this, or what's really going on? I think what it is all of that shopping and spending up their money, buying presents for people they don't even like, and then overspending because they didn't have to spend all their money. No, they didn't have to do all that. So, with that being said, what I would like to do is tell everybody, I hope that the year 2018, the beginning of that we now find ourselves in, I hope that everybody, wait again, I hope that everybody will be equally generous, concerned, and happy about life in this year that we find ourselves in. I hope that a hope of a better tomorrow is within us to do. The hope that those of us who need to change our diets, we can do that as well. I would like to give thanks to, as I said, everyone who has been nice and concerned about me and my family. I've been eating pineapple. And And I'm praying for you as well, just as you are praying for me. I can feel it. And I hope that we all have it in our hearts to help each other a lot more. A lot more. I thank y'all. I'm really sleepy tonight because I've been up for a couple of days. I've got to stop doing that according to my daughter. But I told her, look, it's not a bad thing. I can catch up on the sleep. But when you have projects that she doesn't understand this, because she can be like, she sleeps like a horse. Stand up, lean against the wall, and pass out. I'm like, how in the world do you do that? Don't do that. But I love her, and she knows it. I pray that all diseases stay away from us, stay away from us, stay away from us. I pray that those who find themselves in financial straits stay away from us. We don't need that. And for those who are sick in the hospital and battling disease, I hear something. Battling diseases, I pray that you ask God for your healing. Ask God to direct your doctors, and that your doctors will adhere to the power of God. I do not like people who thinks that the doctors are the ones. I don't like, I should rephrase that. I don't like people who think that it's the doctors that is offering the healing. The doctors are the tools that God uses to bring about the healings that we all want to find and want to experience. Having a disease is scary. Having any type of disorder with your body is scary. And I don't like to be sick. Really. I don't. I love to be active even when it's cold like this. I was outside. Did I go outside? No, I did not. I was doing other things though. Indoors. But going outside in the cold, it's really, it's refreshing to my lungs. I want to thank my godmothers for going to see my mom and lifting her spirits when I couldn't. But you can rest assured that my mom is aware of everything that goes on with me. I tell her everything. There was a time when I couldn't tell her everything because I knew how she would react. I knew that she would react negatively. So I said, don't tell mother. Don't tell mama. And just because I said don't tell her, you think that my friends told her? Yes, they did. Miss Maxine, Kathy was down there doing ABC. And get home and the interrogation and the whippings. But I am not gonna say that it made me a more obedient child, because no, I just chalked it up as, oh, so you're gonna whip me, huh? Okay, well, I'm gonna do something else. So I guess you're gonna be a whipping fool. But this is what happens when mothers love their children, and a lot of us have been raised without our fathers in our house because of work elsewhere and other relationships elsewhere. It's life. It's life. It's life. You got to live life. You can't control everything in your life. And I know a lot of us try. Oh, God, it's good. This is another. I don't know how to put my camera. This is another topic of discussion. Not just the long distance relationships, but the idea of blending families, bringing the children together, and what that causes, which it's costly. It causes both parents to spend more money. Or also, I want to know how you all feel about what's going on in our justice systems. I say systems because I think we have more than one standard of justice. It's not always favorable for us as a society. And this is why we have to stay prayed up and always be thinking and always keep our eyes open and don't keep certain situations to yourself. Tell somebody, because if you don't talk about what happened to you, none of us will ever know. We will never know. I had so much to talk about, but I guess because I went to sleep and I'm going back until in the morning. I have a meeting with my future bosses at North Florida Regional Medical Center. And I'm happy about that because they they hired me. I just didn't go in, and I'm going to take everything that they gave me in case they want their stuff back. But I know they're not going to want it back because they want me to. I hope. Yeah, pray for me. I hope they don't want it back. But I'm going to take it with me. And I'm going to try to be there in the morning by 9. And I hope that my roommate will take me. Because trying to find transportation when you're away from your normal route, your normal, your transportation. I left my mom's car at her house. I said, okay, I have transportation where I was going, and I left her car alone because I want that car to be, tip top, tuned up, and everything. I took all the paperwork out of it. It has 4 new tires and a new spare, so it's safe. It's safe, but it has to be checked out because it hasn't moved. It hasn't been moved for over a year now since I left. So I will be a little busy, I hope and I pray, in the upcoming year. But I wanted to share with you and tell you how much I love you and how much you should love you too. Because life is too short. Like my friend used to tell me, we all got problems. Why you want to, solve your problems by yourself? We all got problems. We just don't think about them. We just don't talk about them. Why not? If we all got problems and we don't want to have problems, why not talk about them? Might help somebody else. Why not? So I'm going to say goodnight. Like I said, it's kind of hard talking, just talking, and I'm sleepy. I had so much to talk about, but I didn't write it down, so hey, it'll come back. But I wanted to ask you all as my friends, what about love? Is it overrated? I don't think so. But some of us seem to think that it is, and we have put up walls and put padlocks on so that anybody who wanted to come in, they couldn't even pass the security line. I mean, it's just crazy. It's crazy to me because I love people. I love animals too, but not like the way I love people, you know. So, 21 minutes. Good gosh. So, tell me, y'all, what do y'all think about long distance relationships? Do you think that they really serve the purpose that that they're intended to serve us as individuals, or do you think that it's just an excuse to be away from your family so that you can live a life that, as a single person? Or do you think that, like I said, that it actually serves a purpose? Um, I have some trucker friends. And when I used to travel cross country, my husband and I, we traveled together. And a lot of times, the stress of being in a car or a SUV with an individual, and you're trying to do, paperwork on the back seat, and then the music is playing on the radio, and you trying looking at the scenery, and you're saying, "Oh wow, this is a nice, little piece of country." And then all of a sudden, question comes up: did you pay such and such, so and so? Did you make sure that the rent is paid at the plant? Did you? Did you? Did you? And I would say, yes, 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 yes. I was prepared to get out of town. I was just, trying to make everything run smooth, get out of town, and focus on a new set of issues, like where we're gonna sleep. We're gonna sleep in this hotels in this town, da 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 da, etc., etc., etc. Where we're gonna eat. Hmm. I took my rings off, and I'm loving it because my fingers are, you know. So, with all of that being said, oh yeah, I got another question I want to ask. What about interracial dating and interracial marriages? I want a little insight on that from those who are participating. else do I want to know? Like I said, y'all, I really enjoyed last year, even with all the triumphs and the um, obstacles that presented themselves. I enjoyed it because of this reason right here. If nothing ever happens to you, you'll never know how to handle a situation. If you're always everything is spot on, life is not that way. I don't think. I really don't think life is that way. I think life presents problems and obstacles and challenges that you have to really try to get through. I think, don't you? But I want to know: are you as nice as you think you are? Do you have a Heckle and a Jekyll and Hyde complex? See, I need to go back to sleep. I can't even talk. Are you trying to change your life? Trying to tell yourself, there's nothing wrong with me in the first place. Why should I change? I don't know. Why should you change? You want to be in school next year? Working toward a career? Or do you still want to work at that same job that you had for the past 20 something years? You've been to school with that job as well. Experience is good. And that's what a lot of employers want, people with experience, so they don't have to train you. However, people, what I'm going to say is always keep God in the mix of whatever it is that you're doing. Because it's kind of difficult to be around evil forces and you know that they're evil and you know that they're there to do their jobs, which is to tear you up, turn you around, make you crazy. But stay grounded. I'm going to suggest to you, stay grounded. Don't allow that to happen to you. I will tell you all some stories about my life and what I've been through, but this is not the time. This is not the time. I will tell the truth, and it is not as I see it, because it will be the truth from this perspective. Sometimes you can be a victim, and sometimes you can be an agitator, and sometimes, hey, stuff happens. But I'll tell you what happened. I'll tell you. Well, it has been 30 minutes. I've been talking to myself. Hopefully, I'll be talking to you soon. Again, I'm going to try to do it once a week. And I pray that everything in your life is exactly the way you designed it, and that you like it, and that you're comfortable, and that you're loved in this 2018. Wow. Life is good. So I'm asking you, I'm asking you, love yourself, love someone else. God will take care of the rest because He is the first love. Don't interrupt His divine design. That's you. Be good. Stay strong. Be a blessing to someone else. You always want to bless people, but sometimes you are the blessing. So, be good.